Thanks for joining us on the 6:15 primetime newscast in the English language on Canal, the International. Gladys Ambody Banks, my name. Top stories right ahead. Law enforcement officials in Yaoundé have apprehended 21 suspects believed to be involved in a series of violent.
There have been a turn to the flesh of the inhabitants of Ngoso, Omnisport, Toujours.
Their use of knives, cutlasses, and other lethal weapons to intimidate and assault victims were publicly unveiled today at the Central Police Station number 1, marking a decisive step in the fight against crime in the Central region. And Serge Espoir Matomber, first secretary of Peace Party, has formally unveiled both his campaign team and the performance dedicated to rallying support for his candidacy. This was during a press conference in Yaoundé today. And as Cameroon prepares to mark World Heart Day, medical professionals in the world are sounding the alarm over cardiovascular disease, and now the country's second leading cause of deaths. Experts revealed that 80% of these fatalities could be prevented, calling for urgent lifestyle changes and public health actions. Those were our top stories. Stay on for developments. And also joining us once again, you can watch us live on our social media handles, Facebook and YouTube. We take you straight to the nation's political. The thieves were apprehended by the local police in that town. The culprits who used knives, cutlasses and other killer weapons on their victims were presented to the public today. Let's have the details with Beatrice Gambo or Haisenchia from Yaoundé.
There have been a turn to the flesh of the inhabitants of Ngoso, Omnisport, Fujorol, Eleve, and Kolfolo neighborhoods in the capital city with acts of aggression and theft of different valuables. 4 different gangs with 21 suspects have rendered many victims of their criminal activities.
18 of them are armed robbers, and 3 of them are those who are involved in buying the stolen goods. Armed robbers were involved in attacking women, men, and taking their goods. Either motorbikes or bags or mobile phone. We registered more than 15 different victims.
Presenting the presumed criminals to the public this September 25th, the head of the Central Police Station number 1 emphasizes on basic security measures and collaboration with the forces of law and order.
Avoid contact with people you don't know. You have to choose people with whom you are interacting. There are guys in different neighborhoods. There are people, everybody knows that they are not good guys. How can you allow them? These guys are involved in drugs and things like that. So people don't have to know that. They can call green numbers 117, 1500, and it is even a good thing to have the number, the phone number of the commissioner of your area.
The young culprit will appear before the State's Council on Friday, September 26, 2025, to begin answering for their crimes.
Thank you so much, Haisa and Chia. And consumers in Cameroon have been having problems distinguishing between the original and counterfeit whiskey in bars, snack bars, and restaurants, leading to widespread consumption of the adulterated products. According to the Cameroon Consumers Rights Foundation, this is due to bad faith from the manufacturers and resellers who want to make high benefits at the detriment of the consumers. Let's have the details in this report. The difficulty in identifying genuine whiskey among the myriad of options available is a troubling reality in various establishments, from bars to wine shops. Discerning premium whiskey from counterfeit products often prove to be an impossible task for consumers. Many only realize they have been served fake whiskey after tasting it.
I drink whiskey because it doesn't add weight. However, I once encountered adulterated whiskey at a snack bar, and my friends and I realized it immediately.
Business owners have voiced their frustration over their inability to reliably identify authentic whiskey, especially when they do not procure their stock directly from manufacturer representatives.
We typically rely on the seller's word for assurance. However, we usually prefer to buy from representatives of the whiskey companies.
De fait des achats chez des représentants.
The Cameroon Consumers' Rights Foundation reports that bar owners and purchasing managers often mix original and counterfeit products in their inventory, motivated by the lure of higher profits, even at the expense of consumers' health.
Those responsible from purchasing in snack bars, restaurants, and other venues often buy from unreliable sources just to maximize profits, putting consumers' health at risk. To avoid consuming fake drinks, consumers should check the price, packaging, and taste. If the taste lacks the characteristics of the premium product, it's essential to report the sellers.
Caractéristiques d'un produit premium, il faut dénoncer.
La première chose à regarder sur un whisky.
The first thing to check is the seal. The seals on fake whiskey are usually weaker than those on the original. We also inspect the stamps, brand stickers, and assess the product's quality through taste.
Pas sa manière, pas le produit qu'il consomme.
Despite periodic crackdowns on networks producing counterfeit drinks, these fake products continue to infiltrate the markets, complicating the efforts to protect consumers. And we now talk politics. The first secretary of PU's party of Serge Espoir Matomba has unveiled his campaign team, and at the itinerary of his campaign beat, Matomba was speaking during a press conference in the nation's political capital, Yaoundé, today. Beatrice Ngamo with the details.
The press conference this Thursday in Yaoundé was occasion for the PU's party, through the first secretary, to portray a foretaste of what they have in stock for Cameroonians in the name of campaign ahead of the presidential race. Musicians rallied behind Serge Espoir Matomba, punctuated the events with song and rhythm, transforming the hall into a real concert stage.
Allons dans les yeux, votez pour le plus. Matomba a le programme qui me fait pisse.
Alongside this collective, named Pros, and including Danny Muna, known for his hit Batwa, another artist lent his voice this time on the vibrant beats of Mbole. These special produced pieces have one mission: to energize the masses and carry the candidate's message into even most remote areas of the country. But the festive atmosphere did not overshadow the subject of the day. Serge Espoir Matomba used the platform to unveil what he calls the candidate's journey, a campaign itinerary designed to bring him closer to the people. In same spirit, the first presidential candidate for 2025 also introduced his campaign team, which will spearhead the movement throughout the decisive electoral period.
Et pour cette équipe, je vais vous faire le résumé. Je ne pourrais pas peut-être donner tous les noms parce que c'est une équipe qui a au moins 50 personnes. Donc, mais je vais vous faire le résumé avec quelques noms. Donc, comme directrice de campagne, qui est une femme, j'ai nommé ici Kendoumbe Manuela.
The United People for Social Renovation, PUS, says it is ready to fully embark on the campaign trail that kick off September 27, following a pre-campaign tour across nearly all 10 regions of the country, an effort aimed at mobilizing supporters and strengthening grassroots presence.
And from politics, we move to health as Cameroon prepares to celebrate World Health Day. Medical professionals in Douala are sounding the alarm over cardiovascular diseases, which is now the second leading cause of death in the country. At a recent seminar, experts revealed that 80% of these fatalities could be prevented with lifestyle changes. Let's have more with Sharifa Salim.
Heart diseases is quietly claiming lives. In Cameroon, 1 out of 3 adults loses their life to cardiovascular diseases. It's the country's second leading cause of death, a quiet crisis that often goes unnoticed until it's too late. According to medics, most of these deaths could be prevented. 80% of these cases can be prevented, meaning they are premature death we could prevent if we adopt a well-organized life. That was the message of a recent health seminar held on September 24 at La Quintini Hospital in Douala. The event brought together doctors, nurses, and health advocates ahead of the World Heart Day, observed every September 29. The seminar included expert presentations on the key risk factors behind heart diseases in Cameroon. With the theme, "Don't Miss a Beat," the message was clear: to shift the conversation from treatment to awareness long before patients land in emergency rooms.
We have to regularly exercise, at least 30 minutes of physical exercise per day. We have to stop consuming alcohol. We have to stop consuming any smoking at all. We also have to reduce the intake of salt. Also, we have to reduce intake of anything that is rich in lipid content like oil, reduce consumption of oil.
As the country prepares to mark World Heart Day, organizers hope the momentum continues beyond just one day. They are calling for more public campaigns, better access to screenings, and stronger policies to support healthy living.
Thank you, Sharifa Saleh. And the Cameroon Bar Association and the British High Commission have begun strengthening links of working together to step up advocacy for respect of human rights within the legal domain. The president of the Cameroon Bar Council, Bar Eric Mba, on Wednesday, September 25, received in audience the British High Commissioner to Cameroon, Bar Lowen. The highlights of the two personalities discussed in these excerpts of the High Commissioner talking to Haisenchia.
Well, it's been great to come here and meet the Cameroon Bar President and Association. Obviously, it's an institution that's been so important historically and today in the construction, if you like, of the rule of law here. It's played such an important role. So it's been great to hear about what they're doing at the moment and to explore how we might collaborate in the future. You know, clearly we share sort of a common law tradition. So one of the things that we spoke about actually was how I suppose innovative and also challenging it is for Cameroon to combine those two legal traditions and how to get the best from both of them. So it's definitely something that we're interested in further exploring.
And that takes us to the end of today's edition of the 6:15 Primetime Newscast on Canal de International. It is a pleasure knowing you are watching the news. We shall be yours again, hopefully tomorrow at same times, but don't go away. Up next is le débrief de l'actualité with Lil Pigeon.